In today's video, we are going to see how we are going to set these mock exams in Yaka site using the front end. So when you log in front end, go to my courses, and from this you tap create course. When you tap on create course, give your course a name. For example, I'm going to call this one ICT UACE Yaka mock exam 2022. So description, you can say this examination contains paper 1 and paper 2. So down in the detailed description, you can go ahead and say paper 1 will be a theory paper, while paper 2 is a practical paper. You can go ahead and put more information that you feel you need to include. So here, remember to put a featured image. So I can upload one and add a featured image for my course. So if I can get one featured image, okay, for example, if I pick this one, so from here you can set course duration, you set the maybe auto evaluate, but for these ones we can leave them for now. Move to accessibility. So under accessibility, we are going to fill specific instructions for the course. We say attempt all the questions. We can say read all the instructions well before attempting any paper or question. Then completion message, we can say congratulations, wait for the results. You can as well add your phone numbers in case they need to reach out to you as they wait for their results. Then from here we may not set a course group. Then we continue to the next step to set curriculum. From here we can build. So we are going to add sections. For example, if we are dealing with paper 1 and paper 1 that is your first section. So after adding that section, we can now create quizzes. So these quizzes, we choose simple, and the quiz title, you can say this is section A. So under section A, what is the quiz about? So here you can say section A, maybe I say 20 marks. Can move down and say attempt all questions. So from here, you can set the duration of the quiz. I can say, for example, section A is going to take, let's say, 50 minutes. How many questions per page? You can put like 3. Then post quiz message, we can say go to section B. Okay, then after we can show the submit button on the last question. You can as well randomize the questions. These ones we may not set them for now. We can come and change them later. So from here, we create the questions. So we have a number of questions, and we are going to look at these questions, true-false questions. And true-false questions can be like this. So we can set one. We choose true-false. You can say this is number one. What the question is all about, you type it. I'm saying is Uganda a landlocked country? So if the answer is yes, you will put 1. If it is no, you put 0. So Uganda is a landlocked country, I say yes. Remember, these answers are not going to be displayed to the learners or those attempting the question. These are to help the system check the right answer. So you can go ahead and put the explanation. Uganda is a landlocked country because it is bordered by land, something like that. You create question. So we are going to create question 2. So in case you have questions that have true or false, that's how you will set them. Then let's see how to set multiple choice questions. So multiple choice questions be like a statement with alternatives, and you are required at least to choose one option. So let's set that. So now I choose multiple choice. Maybe before that we can put the max for this number 1. Multiple choice, I put question 2. Then here I can type the question. Then I add the alternatives, those answers. So my answers are here. I have that one. Type it there. There is that alternative. Also feed it there. Then next. And lastly, so meaning that you can add as many options as you can, but you will select one answer to be the right. So from here, I choose my answer is number 3. That's how I indicate it. You can add explanation. Now I create question. So next, we are going to see multiple correct. So here we can put 1 mark. So with multiple correct, here you are setting a question, but you need more than one answer that is correct. So I pick that, I put number 3. So here I'm going to write the question. So with multiple correct, so here is my question. I go here, I add options. So my first option, I type it. I type my other option. So I have 5 options, so I need more than one which are correct. So the ones which are correct from here, I can see my number 1 is correct. I put a comma. My number 4 is also correct. Then I say create question. So that question has been added. I can as well put its marks. There were 2 of them that are supposed to be correct. Then we move to sort answers. So with sort answers, let's say you need to arrange some statements. Let's say they are processes and you want them in their order. They are stages and you want them in their order. That's when you use the sort answers question type. So I pick my question, and this is number 4. I come to question. So here, question statement, arrange the below options in the order. So from here, it means that I'm going to put my question here, and then I put the answers here. So I have my answers. 1 as mature stage, I can put it there. Number 2, old stage, and number last is useful stage. I don't need number 4. So meaning that 1 is supposed to choose, is supposed to arrange them in the order. So in the order, I have number 3 as the first in the correct order, followed by number 1, and number 2 is the last. So that is the correct order: useful stage, mature stage, and old stage. So I create that question. Then we are going to create match answer question. So with match answer question, you find that you have statements to match with correct answers, or you can have them in this format. The questions are here, then you want to provide their corresponding answers, or alternatively at primary level or even at secondary level, where you are matching answers, you provide a statement and a correct answer, or a correct answer and a statement. So from here, so here I put the marks. These are 3. So with match answers is my number 5. Then we are going to set them as follows. We are going to put the question here, and then we put the answers to match to here. So my question here, match the following statements, their respective devices. I pick the statement, I put it there. Here it is. So within these spaces, it's where we should put our respective answers. Don't tamper with the listing. These are lists, or call them bullets. So I pick my statement. Okay, the statements can be put here. I put the statements. And lastly is this. So up here, we are putting these answers. For example, monitor. So when I look at this, use it to display soft copy information, number 3. So the best order to do this, here, this number 1 is matching with number 4 here. So a machine that prints soft copy is supposed to be placed in the first option. So I pick printer, I put it in the first option here. Then third, to display soft copy information, that is monitor, I bring it in the second option there. Then here, use it to enter letters, numbers, that is a keyboard. That one goes in the third order. And this one, the first one is the last, which is a mouse. So I put it in the fourth order. That's how we set match questions. So I create question. Next, we are going to look at the drop down select, fill in the blank. So with filling in the blank, these are questions where you leave space for someone to write a correct answer or what is missing. These are common in English questions, whether at primary level or at secondary level. So I can have this, fill in the missing words, or use the correct form of the word given in brackets to complete the sentences. So here I choose fill in blank. This question is number 6. I come and have my question there. So on that question, okay, that was a statement. So I have the question. I bring it here. And then what we need to do in these blank spaces, we are supposed to write there the word fill blank in square brackets like this. Fill blank. This is the statement that we need. So such kind of statement is pressed there. You also press it there like that. That's how we create the lines. That's how we create spaces where the one answering the paper will fill from. And then, so here you put the answers according to how you have arranged the question above. If you had 4 questions, this is how you will put the same 4 answers. So my first answer here is pressure separated by that called pi. Then here is pronunciation. Okay, so I can add the question. Next, we are going to look at the drop down select. So here I can provide my marks. So with the drop down select, you choose it, our number 7. So the drop down select, you are given a statement for you to choose at least more than one answer on the given alternatives. So here I'm going to write my statement. Let's say I put my statement here, then select and select. So I can remove this another. So I leave select and select. So I'm going to bring my alternatives. I put them here. So I don't need option 6, I can remove it. So from here, the best alternatives that I have, actually my number 1 is correct and my number 4 is correct. If they are not, you can change them and put what you want. Okay, so from here I create question. Okay, here there are 2 marks. So next we are going to look at small text. So when you look at small text, these are questions for uh, structured questions. You have a question and where someone is supposed to type or write the answer. That is the small text question. For example, if you look at such a paper, you want someone to write in such spaces. You have a question and you want answers to be written. So within here, we use that option of small text. So this is my number 8. So with small text, for example, you are saying what is meant by the term computer. So you come here, you type your question, meaning that this person is going to write from the space that will be provided. So you can go ahead and type all definitions about computer there as answers, so that if the other person receives the marked work, is able to see the corrections automatically. So if you don't want, you can as well leave it, but if you can provide answers, an electronic machine that accepts input, comma, processes and outputs information and instructions. So you can put a comma and put another definition. Put as many as you can. So from here, I create the question. Let's say my definition was taking 2 marks. I can indicate them. Then next is large text. So with large text, you are creating those questions that require explanation. For example, you are setting history questions or essay type questions where someone is able to type within the system, but not drawing images and the rest, only typing text, which doesn't require drawings or mathematical formulas. We are only looking at those questions that need maybe a point and an explanation, a point and an explanation, or paragraphs, essay type questions. So from here, if you have some samples, you can put them here, or you put the bulleted points at that point. So from here, I create question. So those are 9 quizzes. Let's say, for example, this one is going to take 20 marks. This is an essay type question. Then this one, we say it is taking 2 marks. So something like that. So our total marks so far are 35 for 9 questions. Remember to tap this option of add quiz. If you don't tap add quiz, what you have done here will be lost. It is not saved in anywhere in the draft. So remember to add quiz. So once this is added, it is going to appear here. So we have added section A. Now, for those questions that require a learner to upload a quiz, let's say you have done answers maybe on a piece of paper and you have taken their pictures, or you have done the work on the computer and you want to upload it. These ones are created as assignments. So you create an assignment, simple text. So assignment, I can say this is section B. So assignment type, so I will say upload, so that this one is enabled. so that this one is able to upload uh, a document or a picture. So maximum score, I can say this one is maybe 5 marks. Duration, we can say this one is going to take 30 minutes. So at this point, you can now type the question. And let's say you have questions where they are like this and you are telling the runner to draw this again and label, you can as well upload such a question. So here I can upload. So I can upload. So for example, this is my question. It is 23A. So we are saying that you plot the following. So this one requires a person to use a pen and paper. It means that he or she will require to upload. And that's why we are making this one as an assignment, not a quiz. So from here, you can add assignment. So you can create as many assignments as you can and give them their appropriate numbering and the marks. So from here, you move to accessibility. You can do some settings here if you can. If you don't mind, you can leave them and publish. So we have published our course and it is ready. So in the next episode, we are going to see how we shall mark these quizzes once they have been assigned to the learners.